Hello and welcome everybody. First partnered stream. So happy. Alright, I could have done this obviously without my good old friend here, Primetime. So, as in every Thursday, we're gonna be playing some AmuLIT today. And we have a pretty interesting list today. This came about after. ¿Qué haces, Axelín? ¿Todo bien? This came about after Zach Allen was discussing in the Up to Date podcast about building a version of AmuLIT that completely ignores the 2-drops. So there's no explorers in this list, and instead we're playing mono 1-drops. We're playing 11 1-drops, 4 Stacies, 3 Grazers. And we're trying to maximize the chances of playing a 3-drop on turn 2. Now, one thing that Harlan also said in that very same episode when discussing this is the importance of Explore, it said, relies precisely in its e-tron tier 1 on A. Yeah, I think e-tron is tier 1, Magus. And yeah, well, how's it going, Hudson Magus? Welcome to the stream. So basically the importance of Explore precisely relies in its mediumness, right? Like, it's not only a way that we can, it's never going to be incredible, but it's always going to be developing your game plan to an extent, and also going ahead and drawing you a card in the process. Not costing a card is huge, particularly in matchups like Jund and like Eldrazi Tron, those matchups where the extra card really is valuable. So we're gonna see how that feels there. The good thing about Grazer is, of course, it really shines against all of the aggressive strategies. So not only the power against the aggro decks, but also the fact that it actually fits into the curve a little bit better. So we're going to see how this works out. Everything else is just like the list that I've been, the mana base that I've been rocking for a while, which I've been pretty happy with. And then the sideboard is also very similar. We are actually playing the relics against the Uro decks, so we're gonna see how that works out. But yep. Congrats to the 5-0 with the AmuLIT vial. Oh yeah, it was hilarious, Curtis. Yeah, exactly. The last time I streamed Primeval Titan in Modern, I went 9-1. So let's see if we can do better than the last time. How many turn 1 and tap sources of green do you think this deck needs? I mean, what it needs and what it can afford are probably going to be different. Ooh, we're playing against the Tunneling Cat. Probably the best Eldrazi Tron player right now. Speaking of Eldrazi Tron being tier 1. Let's put this over there. And this hand is not keepable, I don't think. This hand is keepable. Yeah, I think we're just gonna bottom the Growth Chamber. Turn 1 AmuLIT, turn 2 AmuLIT plus Stacy. We're on the play, so we can get under the Chalice. And then... I guess there's also an argument for bottoming the Stacy here. And keeping the land. Nah, I think I'd rather have the Stacy. It forces my opponent to interact with it. Okay, so opponent moves to 6 as well. We're on even footing. What's up, Stabs? How's it going? Chalice for 0, makes sense. Feels bad, man. Feels bad, man. The good thing is if we draw explosives, we're gonna be in fine shape. Or we can just draw a Titan. Easy game, easy life. Easy game, easy life. Need to bring back the Sahili AmuLIT list. I get that 5-0 on that. I'm already 5-0 with Reclaimer AmuLIT. I can only 5-0 with so many AmuLIT lists. Now the Sahili AmuLIT list is absolutely awesome though. I love that version of the deck. My favorite is probably Reclaimer. I think my favorite version of AmuLIT is actually Reclaimer. What's it like being so good at Magic? It feels good. I'm not gonna lie. 5-0 with AmuLIT. Oh yeah, that we were so close. We were so close. 52 pickup, fun game. Oh nice. I don't even know what that is. Vile list is the best list in this meta. I mean, we would be better in this matchup, I'll tell you that much. We just got the Grazers. Yeah, I think I'd rather have Stacy. It dies more easily to like Ballista and stuff, but at the same time, it can actually attack Karn the Great Creator, which is it's kind of a big deal. Just probably too slow. This is a lot better. We're gonna bottom to Cavern. I'm starting to believe that I'm really fucking good at this game. Alright. Real question now. Should we Dryad or should we Beast Within their thing? I think I'm gonna Beast Within their thing. Because Talon Cat is a very good player. She's not going to... She did not keep a turn 3 trunk hand. Well, that's the downside. That's fine though. We're gonna have a Dryad. Did you have number of green sources based on the 1-drops? Not really. Oh man. Well, super punish for using the Beast Within there. Actually, yeah, that's a very good attack. I'm not gonna block. Shit. If I didn't block that turn, that means I'm not gonna be blocking next turn either, so might as well attack. What's the point of that attack from them? It's the fact that they can have Ballista. All right, so Tolaria would be great. Balakut would be great. Primeval Titan would be great. Probably gonna see a concession here. All right, good start. Just beating one of the masters. Actually, she was at the very top for a while. I think that she stopped playing for like a long time. Actually, she hasn't been playing much Modern for a while. Easy peasy. Yeah, I know. Just throw like the nuts and you're gonna be fine. Keep. So this hand only needs a bounce land and we're gonna be in great shape. And like any land actually works because we're gonna be able to go turn 1 Fountain, turn 2 Dryad, thanks to this Crumbling Vestige. So this is a nice hand. Been drawing a lot of amulets. That was a very fast win. Yeah, it was. The Tron matchup is it kind of goes like that, right? But yeah, I don't remember if I answered that question. So the reason why I wasn't blocking with the Dryad is because if they have a Ballista, they can play Ballista for 1 and they can kill my Dryad. And I think my Dryad is a lot more valuable than the 3 damage that my opponent is winning, quote unquote. Easy. The casual perfect top deck. Yeah, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. This is the Twitch partner luck right here. That's what it is. I love to say I actually stream sometimes. Their decks are always crazy, but trophy leaders, I don't know. Oh yeah, no, they are a mad genius for sure. They are the definition of a mad genius. And a really successful one at that, by the way. You trophy with this list, Friedmania? You mean with all the 1-drops? Stoneforge? LOL. So, play this. Make some green mana. 1 prime time. Yes. Get Valakut and Stronghold. Activate. Play this. Trigger Valakut. Kill that. We are good here. Oh, did I just mess up? I guess I didn't, because I could have still bounced this. I did stack my triggers wrong, but it doesn't matter. That's whatever. So we're playing against green-white Stoneforge. So should I assume the Voyager? I think that regardless, I want to assume that this member is going to be good. And I'm going to bring in Rex Sage. Maybe I don't bring in Force of Vigor, but I'm definitely bringing in Rex Sage. I don't want Relic, probably. Didn't play Relics, just do Disputes. Yeah, I mean, Dispute has consistently underperformed for me. Because, Ivan, with the Tron sub, for the 14th month, man. Muchas gracias, loco, muchas gracias. 14 meses es mucho tiempo, ¿no? So the issue that I've been having with Dispute is that you have to have it for the Teferi, right? And at that point, if you're disputing the Teferi, then, like, the Ashok is gonna resolve. So, Dispute has been just underperforming a lot for me. Also, it gets to a point where you are just, like, you're just too, what can I say? You're just, like, too late in the game, and Dispute is just a dead draw when you really need to have a good top deck. So, it's, like, the card has been really underperforming for me. Spike, with the raid, thank you so much, man. How's it going? How did the stream end? You got a notification there. You were playing super spicy number, dude. Like with that 1000-year storm there was something else. Congrats on the run. Thank you, Hunter. Raiding a Titan player. Yep, that's what we're doing here. Thank you for the follow, Hunter, and Braca Daisico. And Atomic Ink. Oh, 5,000-year storm. Brutal. Yep. Congrats, Brandon. Thank you. Thanks, man. You are an inspiration, my man. You are an inspiration. I think I'm just gonna cut the Grazers. I think we're gonna learn a lot about my opponent's deck after this game. So this sideboarding is pretty preemptive. Drake Aaron, thank you for the follow. Was a 1-9. Brutal. Alright, what do we got here? My opponent most the 6. I think I keep this hand. Alex Berdorfer, continuing the gifting sub from Hon. Thank you so much for that. And Iceman, 1000-year storm. Oh, that's funny. Thank you so much, Iceman, for the Twitch from sub. Welcome, everybody. Damn, we have a heck of a stream today. So I'm leading on the castle because I might draw a Stacy. And if that's the case, then I'm gonna want to cast the Stacy, so... Please don't have a Magus. Please don't be an Naya deck with Magus. Please don't be a Naya deck with Magus. Please don't be a Naya deck with Magus. They are Naya deck with Magus. Ooh, Stoneforge. Ivan gifted a sub to White Faces. Thank you so much for the support there, Ivan. Appreciate it. And congrats on the gift sub, White Faces. Something good? No, not something good. That's okay, though. That's okay. So we're going to get to Dryad this coming turn. And my opponent got the Batter Skull. So they either don't have the sword, or they already have it in hand. Don't have a Magus. Please don't have a Magus. Please don't have a Magus. Please don't have a Magus. Second Stoneforge is A-okay. I guess they're going to find the sword now. So then that makes sense. They find the skull first. Ember Cleave! Holy crap. Damn, son. Alright, so we're gonna need to find a green source here, or I guess any untapped source will do it. Or we're gonna be very dead very quickly. Man, they can just like Stoneforge Ember Cleave, get it onto the Batter Skull. That's kind of insane. That's so much damage. That is a lot of damage. What is that? Like +1/+1 plus another +1/+1 from the hierarch. So that is 6 times 2, 12. Just a casual 24-point life swing. Easy. All right. Please don't have a sword. Please don't have a sword. Please don't have a sword. All right, that's fine. Like, we're still trying to draw into a green source. If we find the green source, we're probably going to win regardless. Unless they have a path to exile as well. That's a lot of damage. I'm definitely not blocking. And now what? Ren and 6. That's fine. Alright. Untapped source off the top. Untapped source. Any untapped source. I mean, I guess that counts to an extent. I mean, it kind of doesn't, though. Because now I'm going to have to jump. Yeah, this actually doesn't count. Oh, we can just blow up the Batter Skull, right? Do we want to blow up the Batter Skull or do we want to blow up the Ember Cleave? Yeah, no, we can't jump with Sage because there's a Ren and 6. The Ren just minuses and their Sage dies. But this is a very, very important trigger. This is 3 to equip. It's 3 to equip. So they would pay 3 and they equip in the birdie. It's just +1/+1. But I really need this Dryad to survive. So if I'm blowing up the Batter Skull, I should kill the Noble Hierarch. I mean, if I get to resolve it, then we win, right? So like the amount of life they win is not relevant. The amount of life that I'm at, that's what's relevant. So I think that I'm actually gonna kill the Noble Hierarch here. So they're gonna spend mana to re-equip anyway, because without the Hierarch being alive, the germ doesn't do anything. It's just a 1/1, right? If I blow up the Batter. So I'm going to Rexace the Skull. And then this is gonna be a 1/1, so we could just block it. So because they're not gonna get the Noble Hierarch trigger, right? So they're going to need to spend the mana on the Ember Cleaver regardless, because they're going to have to equip like the Stoneforge, I guess, or the bird or whatever. So killing the Germ is not a good play. They don't have enough to bounce the skull, which is nice. And now we just pass. We could attack, but they can minus here, they equip here. They swing for 2, 4. Yeah, I guess we have to not be dead to Lightning Bolt, so I have to chill here. We can't attack. Oh, they do have the sword? Light and Shadow. Alright, so they're gonna force a chomp. Oh no, they just have lethal. They equip the bird, right? No, because they can't equip both. Yeah, no, they can. Never mind. Yeah, so they're gonna force a chomp here, because otherwise we just die. And now we have to top deck a green source. Have to top deck and untap green source. Yeah, this is a forced chomp. This is a forced chomp, unfortunately. Oof. So we cast Titan, we get Radiant Fountain. I think we're dead. I think we're dead. 4, 5, 6. We're exactly 1 turn too late. Unfortunate. We're gonna get some zombies, but this is protection from black, so it doesn't really help us too much. We are technically not dead, however, I guess. Are we though? No, we are actually technically dead. Never mind. Yeah, we are dead. Yeah. I mean, no. Even this tramples, right? This has double strike and trample, and it's gonna be a 5/5. So like we're just dead. But Molderk is not dead though, and has been here with the Twitch sub for a full year now. Thank you so much, Molderk, for the continued support. Canadian Bobo, thank you for the follow. Oh, I actually have to update the stream, the record. Alright, so they... Man, if we had been on the play, we would have won this one. It's kind of a sweet deck that my opponent's got going on over there. Alright, so they're going actually pretty hard on the equipment thing. So I think I'm going to bring in this and this. Explosives also sounds exciting. They have a bunch of 1-drops. They don't seem to have Magus, which is interesting. And I'm gonna go for Grazers instead of Stacies because of Ren and 6. I don't think I want Gust. It's possible that I could want Gust, but it feels like it's gonna be dead in my hand a little bit too often. Sand's too slow. Sand is better. Probably gonna bottom one of these dismembers, and we're definitely looking for a bounce land here. They probably have Magus. I mean, they're playing Ren and 6. Can they really play Ren and 6 and Magus? I mean, can they? It's like an easy question. Like, yes, they can. Like, Are they? Should they? So if we find the bounce land, I'm pretty confident that we're going to win here, but if we don't find the bounce land, then we're going to be in trouble. Green-red mid-range deck does that all the time. Yes, but that's a 2-color deck, right? It's not a 3-color deck. And I'm saying I'm playing around Magus. Like I sideboarded with Magus in mind. Right? It's more than I mean I understand what you're saying. I understand what you're saying, and I'm considering it. But like look at my opponent's mana base. If you look at their mana base, it doesn't strike me as a Magus of the Moon mana base, you know. I think I'm going to dismember this. They went for the cleave, which probably means that they have the skull in hand. Considering the play patterns that they did earlier. It's not a land, so we're just going to pass the turn. It's modern if you're not running a moon. What are you doing with your life? Yeah, that's fair. Hey, look, Naya Blade extra kind of unique. Yeah, I agree with that. There's no like standard. There's no standard lists, really. We have our basics though, and we have a Beast Within. So that is cool. Without Stoneforge, also this card gets a lot tougher for them to cast. Hopefully we find a bounce land. Oh, that's a problem. Brutal. I think I'm gonna play to win. Like, this is not a lethal attack, even with the Embercleave. So I'm going to play to win here. And I'm gonna... Now I need to find Crumbling Vestige or any of my 8 bounce lands. And we're gonna be able to present lethal. We can also clear the board with Engineered Explosives. Is this... What, did I miscount here? This is gonna be 5 times 2. No, it's not lethal. And it uses up all of their mana, of course. But this is not lethal, so we're fine. I'm just gonna block one of these goblins. If they also have the lightning bolt, then whatever. I'm gonna block the gobbo, see what they do. They might actually put the Embercleave on the goblin, on this guy. No, they go for max damage. Okay, so if we find the land, we're gonna win. We find that one of my double lands, basically. That does not count, unfortunately. We're gonna be able to... I mean, we can still Beast Within their dude. And we have to do this on combat, I guess? Because we need them to attack, because if they put the Embercleave on the goblin, then they are going to be able to force my chump. We're dead to Lightning Bolt. We're dead to Lightning Bolt, but we can't play around it, so... And we're still looking to draw land. But we're dead to Lightning Bolt, we are dead to... Yeah, okay, there you go. We were dead to multiple things at that point. We're dead to Path to Exile. Like, we just needed to find one of our lands in the time that we were given. Yeah, one too short. Too bad. Too bad, because if they are not playing Magus, those kind of decks are really very easy for us to beat. But we just gave my opponent a little bit too much time. Dead to Lightning Bolt and Dead to Moon is this deck's motto. Dead to Blood Moon more than Dead to Lightning Bolt. You're not dead to bolt that often. You are dead to bolt fairly often, but this hand is interesting. It's pretty nice against an aggro deck. And we have the natural Valakut plus Triad thing. I think I'm going to keep it. But we are missing pieces here. We're definitely missing pieces. I'm going to fetch for basic turn 1. This hand is very, very good against an aggro deck, though. Do you feel with the new modern meta that you feel a worse control person list could be viable? Been out of since COVID. Maybe. I think that Ursa got a little bit too host by all the bans. The Mox Opal ban hurt Ursa, but it was still fine, and then the Ashley ban was a little bit like the nail in the coffin, unfortunately. Which is really sad because I really enjoyed Ursa decks. I thought that they were super cool and super interesting. Oh look, we're playing against an aggro deck, sweet. Land, please. Sick. I think Ursa deck can still sticks, but they are more mid-range deck than anything else right now. Yes, yes. It's just a lot tougher to build now. Because even the blue-black Ursa decks that we used to see before were pretty... how can I say it? They were pretty, like... Alright, sure. We're main-decking Surgical, I guess. They were pretty non-artifact heavy, but Astrolabe did a lot for those decks. You can probably build an Ursa deck though. I just don't know if you want to build like a prison deck. Yeah, it's the entity, that's fine. Surgical on a fetch line. What is it today? I don't even know. I'm gonna block with the Grazer though. That really sucks. That really, really sucks. Any land would have done it because it would have allowed me to trigger the Valakut, but I'm never lucky. Everybody knows that, so. The Ursa, Thopter, Sword, Archmage's Charm, Cryptic Sanctuary still strong. Yes, but is it better than just... I mean, I guess that you can play Uro, right? I was going to say, is it better than Uro? But I guess that you could just play Uro. I am charm blocking there because I don't want my opponent to trigger light up the stage. And now we are good to go. Okay, so we want Gustos, we want Dismembers, and this stupid deck plays... the stupid deck actually plays Blood Moons in the sideboard, which is brutal for us. Let's go. Spike tried to make Ursa Blade, but it was just really bad, the version he made anyway. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't surprise me. And if Spike can't make it work, like, you know it's rough, right? I think I'm keeping this hand. It's kind of awkward. But we have all the pieces in place, really. We just need to draw a Titan. It's nice that we have access to AmuLIT on one. We also have access to a basic, which is sometimes important because these decks do play Bedlam Reveler. We have access to Gust starting turn 2. What happened to the match tracker? I don't think. I have no idea. It just randomly stopped working after the latest update. So now I'm doing everything manually now, which is really annoying. Oh, 3 colors? Damn. Wow. All the blanks. I really like the ability to see what game you're in. Yeah, it was very cool, honestly. I have no idea why it stopped working out of nowhere. It might have to do with the latest Magic Online update. No, they have a fucking moon. Oh. That fetching of a basic is pretty telling, however. Yeah, I think we're gonna be taking too much damage from this Sprite Dragon, so have to time walk them. They put it on the bottom. Brutal. Well, here we go. It's likely the place that MTG was looking got changed. Yeah, that's what I imagine. Yeah, because it's not telling me what my opponent's record is and that kind of stuff anymore either. So I guess it has to be just like a... Yeah, they just changed something in the program, in the code or whatever. Just have no Prowess enablers. I'm just going for broke next turn. If they kill me here, they kill me here, but they don't have Gust because they could have. They're not leaving one blue mana up. They might have Blood Moon though. I'm just gonna have 6. Bolt Face. It's a lot of damage. And last card is another Bolt. This is not lethal, however. Oh, it is lethal. Oh, that's right. Yep, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. That's 15. Feels bad, man. Yeah, I guess we have to submit again. Even if that hadn't been lethal, we were dead on the following turn regardless. See, that's too slow. This hand is actually okay. Gonna bottom the Susa? No, I'm just gonna bottom the second dismember. Because we're gonna need to draw a bounce land, and Azusa is our ticket to casting Titan with only a single bounce land, so we have to keep the Azusa. Is Blue Red Prowess still playing Gutshot? Yeah, some of them are. And they're still playing Lavadar. That's why Stacy is usually the first card to go in this matchup. Alright, let's go. Bounce land off the top one time. Never lucky. So I think I'm going to dismember here. The reason for doing this main phase is that you don't want to enable a light up the stage for your opponent, and if you're going to be killing the Soulscar Mage regardless, you want to be doing it on your own turn because of that specifically. If you want to, like, ooh, that's brutal. Especially when we did draw the bounce land. Jeez. So now we need another bounce land. I could have also just held the bounce land and passed the turn in order to make a top decked AmuLIT better, but that's not a good line. That's good. With my opponent missing land drops and they mull to 5, I think that actually it's a lot better for me to spend my turn blowing this up. Again, trying to play around, light up the stage, so I'm going to crack this before combat. I know that my opponent could have multiple 1-drops, but I doubt it, because last turn they only play 1. Yeah, so I'm just forcing them to gutshot me on face for basically no value. That stuff. We might be dead next turn. Garenbrig is our best draw. Yeah, AmuLIT is awful. We have to play it out because we have to make our potential top decks better. But we might just be dead. And I might be enabling my opponent's Destructive Revelry, which would represent 3 damage with the Prowess trigger. It's unlikely they have lethal. I mean, it's unlikely with 3 cards, but it's not impossible. Like, they just need 2 bolts. 2 bolts are lethal here. So it's certainly far from impossible. Yeah, we just need to find the bounce land there. It's not gonna do it. I'm still not going to attack again. Like, I feel like if we get to untap, like if we get to cast the Titan, we're going to win, right? So like, leaving myself dead to my opponent gusting this and then getting extra damage from Swiss Spear, it's not worth it. Like, I'd rather use the Dryad to block, and now we're dead to Lightning Bolt, and they left the card on top, so we're just dead now. Wait, what? Okay. Why? Why would they leave a card on top? Like, if it wasn't lethal, like, they have so many shots at lethal. They have so many shots at lethal. Like, why would they not take them? Am I getting slow rolled here? I am not discarding the fact that I might be getting slow rolled. Not discarding the fact that I might be getting slow rolled. Bolt plus gutshot or something. What about Pacting for Baloth? That's not playing to win. A Baloth is not going to win this game, right? A Baloth is not going to win this game, so if I pact for Baloth, now I am a land and also a Titan away from winning the game. Because this guy is going to outrace the Baloth very, very easily. So pacting for Baloth is basically like you're giving up the match. Yeah, exactly. You're basically giving up the match if you pact for Baloth there. Giving up the game, not the match. Alright, so we're playing against Hugo Freitas, which probably means that we're playing against Storm. Is this a good hand against Storm? It's okay. Would love to have a... Hugo always plays Storm. He always hits on Storm. So this is the same regardless, and by playing Tolera West into Vestige, I am allowing myself to draw an AmuLIT. And if I draw an AmuLIT, now I'm going to be able to play Dryad with AmuLIT as well. I think this hand might be just one bit too slow. because my opponent's gonna get to turn 3 me if they have a... Okay, so they're missing the land drop, so we're good. Oh, the record, thank you. Yeah, you're definitely gonna have to remind me of the record, because I've been spoiled now. I was kind of okay about remembering about updating the record before, and now I've been spoiled by that app, so by the MTG bot thingy, so those days are gone. The days of me updating the record are gone. Of course, we're gonna attack with Grazer for value. Gotta send that message. Wow. Really struggling with their mana. So we're gonna get remanded here, which is brutal, but like there's nothing I can do. I'm just gonna get remanded. Oh, okay. I guess we're not gonna get remanded. Sweet. So let's do Valakut and Field. We don't have any more land drops, otherwise I would try to get a fetch land or something so we can interact, but this puts the most business in play. Always yes, always yield. Oh, we already have another Titan. There's nothing that we're transmuting for because we don't have mana for anything, so might as well just put the most amount of stuff into play. And it's basically up to my opponent. It's basically up to what my opponent can do. If they can kill me, they're gonna kill me, and if they don't... Alright, looks like they just didn't have it. Crazy. To be fair, we were able to do this on turn 3, right? So that's pretty sick. We were able to do all of that on turn 3, which is pretty awesome. Okay, so Grazer can go. Ghost Squatter. Fierce Empaths. Susa. And I always respect... I leave in 1 explosives exactly because I respect the Empty the Warrens, and because I sometimes they have Aria. Because they know that our plan is Bajuki Ball and stuff, so sometimes they have Aria Flame. So explosives is kind of like a very slow, weird answer to Aria, and it's Rexage, of course. Still think cantrips should be banned in any format unless they are something like a Stress Recall or Gitaxi Probe. I mean, you are really undervaluing the power of the cantrips that are banned in Modern right now, I think. Yeah, this is fine. I wouldn't want Preordain and Ponder in the Modern format. Like, they would be really messed up. Like, they would be very, very, very good. What's up, how's it, man? How's it going? Yeah, I guess Astrolabe also counts as a cantrip, so yeah. Astrolabe, same thing. X5, well, thank you for the follow. Will with the raid. Welcome everybody from Will's stream. We're playing some AmuLIT today. We're experimenting with an interesting list, playing a shit ton of 1-drops, which so far has not been bad, to be honest. Jofar, thank you for the follow. How was your stream, Will? Oh, also, we have access to a lot of emotes now, so I'm gonna need your help, chat. I'm gonna need some emote suggestions, because I have like 10 more slots for emotes, and I want to make sure that I use every single one of them. Right now I have 7. I actually have 8 because there's the actual the logo for the channel. My friend Ivan also sent it to me as an emote, so that's pretty sweet. So I guess we have to play the Simic here. Bouncing Stronghold. This means that we're not gonna get to Hasted Titan, but next turn we can Titan plus Explosive for 2, which is okay. Alright, with them holding up Remand, I'm not gonna do anything. Oh. There we go. Well, we're gonna be playing Explosive 2 to kill this. Well, actually... Oh, we can use Crumbling Vestige too? Okay. Okay, I like that line. So... Sanctuary... If they answer the Titan, we're super fucked, but... With only 2 mana, it might not be that likely. And they also YOLO the Electromancer, right? So we're gonna get Vestige plus Cruel Turf. We're gonna do untap, untap, green, bounce this, explosives for 2, done, crack, pass the turn. Opti's a little weak for Modern. Yes, it's fine. Like, it's definitely the weakest playable cantrip in Modern. And I guess that it sees play over Zero Visions in many decks, so that's also pretty interesting. But that is because those decks prioritize the instant speed aspect of it. Cantrips make Uru much more broken, that's also true. That's also true. Being an instant is useful. Yeah, sometimes it is. But it is a pretty weak effect, right? Like Scry 1 and... Scry 1 draw a card is so much worse than Scry 2 draw a card. And the instant speed does not make up for that fact. Not even remotely close to making up. So this is a turn 4 Titan as is. I want to keep 7. This is one of those hands where if this were a Stacy, I would snap keep it, but a Grazer is significantly worse than Stacy with a hand like this. So we have 2 draws towards finding another ramp piece. So that can be 2 Grazers, 4 Stacies. Although Stacy is only worth it if we top deck it on the first draw step. So we're looking for 6 plus another 6. That's 12 cards. Plus 4. That's 16 because we can also draw AmuLIT. 16 in the top 2 cards. I kind of want to keep it though. Let's keep it. Let's science this. So this side, I'm assuming is green Tron. Alright, so hand's terrible. Hand's terrible. Uncounterable beast. Actually, is better than Ponder, I'd argue. They're very different decks. They're very different cantrips. Like, one is a cantrip and an enabler, the other one is a potential combo piece. Like, Storm would never play Astrolabe, and Ponder would be the nuts in Storm. Like, the absolute freaking nuts. In fact, Storm is the reason why Ponder got banned in the first place. So I don't think that comparing both of them is really fair. Combo decks do play Astrolabe in Legacy over Prevalent. That's not true. Some combo decks do. But that is just not true. Like, Storm doesn't play TES. That's an insane draw. TES and what else? What's his name? The other combo deck. Sneak and Show. All of those decks don't even care about Astrolabe. Attacking with Grazer, of course, for value. Was referring to Omnitel variants. That's very different, because like the reason that a deck like Omnitel would play it is because they're playing Quadra. So it's a completely different reason to play the card. Ugh, they have the Thought Knot. Yep. So you have to compare the cantrips with the cantrips that people would play regardless, like without paying attention to the enabler. It's more a wasteland. I don't agree, because like they don't care so much about the green mana, so they could just very easily just fetch for basics if they want to. They only need the green for Veil, and they only really care about the Veil when they for Giant here, when they are going off. So like, I see your argument, but I don't think it applies. I see your argument, but I just don't think it applies. Omnitel is basically mono blue splashing green for Veil of Summer, and sometimes the Snake. And Sneak and Show doesn't play. Sneak and Show even plays Blood Moon, and it doesn't play Astrolabe. Like, it'd much rather have access to the card selection that Ponder and Preordain enable. Why do you think they're playing Astrolabes then? Because of the Snake. They are playing Snake. And if they're not playing Snake, then they're not playing Astrolabe. At least the list that I've seen. And if they're playing Astrolabe and they're not playing the Snake, then they're just playing a worse cantrip, I guess. Check modern lists. I mean, it seems like it. At least when the deck was good, like when people were really hyping up the Omnitel decks, they were playing Snake. Check them out, but we're talking about Legacy. Wow, too easy. Too easy. Iceman on top of it. Stables87, thank you for the follow. Alright, what do you got, opponent? You got a Carno? Okay. Can we top deck a Titan? They replace Snake for Udo. Then it makes even less sense. Well, I guess that it does fix the mana. Yeah, I guess it does fix the mana there. But like, Astrolabe does not feed Uro while Ponder and Preordain do. But yeah, I mean, if you have double green cards, then yes, you will want to do mana fixing. Well, I imagine they have Tron, because otherwise, why would they ever get the Sundering Titan here instead of getting Luca Metal Coating? Versus another I've seen playing Astrolabe had a white splash, and Astrolabe was used to power in on a turn 2 to Fairy with Ancient Tomb. That seems like they're working really hard for something that does not seem worth it. Oh yeah, the classic Torpor Orb Sundering Titan combo. You love to see it. You love to see it. If we draw a Titan, we're still winning here very easily. But we are very unlucky. So unlucky. I'm confused what we're trying to prove with this cantrip argument. I don't know. I will just go with the flow, but I don't think that we have a point at this point. we're just basically all agreeing in that cantrips are broken and that probably should stay in the ban list, at least as far as I understand, at least. Gonna do the ballista thing. My opponent has no idea what's going on here, I don't think. If we were playing against Tunneling Cat, we would be so dead by now. We would be so dead. This is not even funny. But my opponent is kind of like playing a guessing game and trying to figure things out as they go. And it shows. They just don't have a plan. They don't know how they are supposed to attack me. They're just making plays as they go. They're not planning ahead at all. Because if you're planning ahead, you don't... First of all, you don't play Karn and immediately minus it for a Sundering Titan. And then you don't right after go and get a Torpor Orb. That's just... this is just not very good sequencing, right? And also at this point, the AmuLIT is mostly flavor text. Like, the AmuLIT is just not doing shit right now. So there's no reason to like plus and kill it. Like, they would have been a lot better off killing the Dryad. Because now Orb is actually still a very good top deck for me. Sorry, Valakut is a very good top deck for me. In fact, if I top deck Tolaria West, I think that I don't even go for the Titan, and I would go for the Valakut. Nah, that's crazy. That's crazy talk. Don't listen to me. Well, actually, it's not that crazy. They already used one Dismember. We get so blown out if they have another copy of Dismember, however. They kill their own card? Yeah, my opponent has no idea what's going on. Opponent is a paid actor. I'd argue Preordain is fine. I just enjoy discussions. I mean, this discussion is fun. And the discussion kind of doesn't need to go anywhere, per se, right? There's a Torpor Orb in play. Alright, this was actually a heads-up play from them. No, I would not like you to draw a card. Yeah, I have to work on my partner whitelist because it's not working out this game. I have to work on my top decking skills. Yeah, I'm just basically getting distracted by chat. This is chat's fault. This is chat's fault. Don't worry about it. All this dust. Okay. Guess I should have chomped last turn. Play around that. Yeah. Opponent played extremely poorly. Didn't matter. That's fine though. This matchup is still very good for us. Beast Within, Rex Sage, Drucker, Force, Baloth. Let's go. Green Sensitive AmuLIT Titans tier 0 or not? Well, I would definitely test it a lot. I would test it a lot. I think it would be protectually broken. Like that's the reason why Green Sensitive is broken to begin with. Is banned to begin with. Should have added to your Twitter bio and maybe you'd be whitelisted. Oh, I forgot to add it there. That's true. I have it in the chat now, I think. You see that little like tick thingy? Apparently that means that it's like a partner thing. The verified thingy. I think Green Sun is only not amenable because of Titan. Yeah, that's very possibly true. Flexing that check mark? Hell yeah. I honestly totally had forgotten that we still have Fierce Empath in this list. So like we had a lot of really good top decks there. We just whiffed. Like Maniacs. If one of these were an untap land, I would probably keep this hand. But since they are not, I'm just gonna ship it. This hand is better. And I think I bought on the field. I think so. I didn't ask you about the leaked land from Zendikar yet. I usually don't really pay attention to leaked cards. I do enjoy the whole spoiler season thing, and very often the leaked cards are just not real. So we're getting triple fetch lands now. That would be something. Now that would be something. They move to 4. Colorless ETB untapped. Pay 4 and you put 2+1/+1 counter on may make it a creature. Yeah, that seems terrible. That's actually not a bad draw because now we get to transmute the T-West. So that's cool. So what I'm going to do, however, is I'm going to play the explosives for 0 right now to play around the potential chalice. Torpor Orbs, whatever. It's slightly annoying because of Rex Sage mostly. It's fine. I guess we didn't really have to fetch here, but I do like my F6 value, not gonna lie. Field of the Dead. 3, 4. So we're 1 mana short here. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we're 1 mana short, so I have to chill. protecting lands from LD seems more important than attacking for one. Got a Spyglass, my friend. Now they're gonna name Prowess. That's actually kind of a big deal. We have multiple things to name. There's argument for each one of these things to be named. I think that Prowess is the main thing to name here. Thalia is Bay. Thank you for the follow. We don't have a Titan is Bay. What's going on? What's going on, chat? Can't wait to destroy it. If it was like green line, it would be at least playable. If you enter untapped. Slayer Stronghold. That's not the name. Not at all. Not at all the thing to name there. Just gonna have 6. I don't want to show my opponent that I drew the land that I needed, and next turn we can just Titan. And of course I don't want to play into a Thought Knot, obviously, so... Oh, Thought Knot doesn't trigger, you're right. I forgot that this has text for my opponent as well. Not gonna matter here, but yeah, you were definitely correct. Blue, blue, float, bounce, transmute. That's like literally the worst thing to name. Like that's a really, really, really bad one. Like it's literally the most irrelevant thing to name out of all the things that they could have named. Stacy would have been more relevant. Explosives would have been more relevant because it would have made my opponent's top deck chalices a lot better. Opponent is a paid actor. Yeah, we have established that already. We have established that already. Purpose with what he has a new concept, and instead tested it out with 1 ETB. They have 3 ETB effects on it. Yeah, exactly. Ensnare and bridge. So yeah, field already. I think I'm gonna do Growth Chamber. This gives me more options. This gives me more options because now I can, like, I can draw either Valakut or I can draw the Dryad. Because they're gonna play the bridge. We're gonna get some attack in though, which is nice. There's a bridge. We can't transmute for Sage, unfortunately, because of the orb. We get a 1-mana Oko next year. Do I have a second EE? No, I don't. No second explosives. I think we're still okay. Yes. I think we're still okay. Sure. So they just want to discard their own cards so they get them out of their hand. Still get an attack in here. Oh, easy. Yeah, we have way too many good draws here. I don't think we got lucky at all. Scry 1. You got it, opponent. You got it. We can't buff the token. Its name is Slayer Stronghold. I have certainly won plenty of games by doing that, though. I'll tell you that much. I will tell you that much. Opponent 5 steps ahead of you. Yeah, exactly. They knew my outs. They knew my outs. Played around it. All right, game 3. Deck's perfect. Deck is absolutely perfect. Nothing to change because it's perfect. Perfection achieved. Huh. Okay. Hand's interesting. How about idea? -4 Titans, +4 have fun. I like where your head's at. I like where your head is at. Jiggy's, the Jiggy's always up. Oh yeah, the Jig would indeed be up if we did that. Just cut Titans to give my opponent a shot. Seems like the humanitarian thing to do, right? It is definitely the humanitarian thing to do. Sure. It's kind of a big poggers there. Pretty good draw. -4 Titan, +4 Colossal Dreadmaw. Keep this coming, chat, because this is some serious content. I kind of don't care about what they have over there, so what I'm going to do, we're going to crack here, that's fine. Now I think I'm just gonna play out this Fierce Empath over here. Fetch a Prime Time. My opponent can Thought Not Me, that's fine. They get Titan just the same next turn. Unless they have a Chalice. They don't have a Chalice. And with them not having a Chalice, you know what that means, right? You know what that means. Opponent fighting the fight over there. Attack, yes. Let's do T-West and I guess a fetch land? Gives me more value from Tile Destructor next turn. I just want to make sure that I don't die to like Dismember plus Deck Edge, right? So this way we don't die to Dismember plus Deck Edge. Yeah, we need double green because otherwise we die. So definitely excited about, you know, having some double green in my life right now. I think we sit down and watch. I agree, Magus. Wait, where's my seat emote? I should have my seat emote. No, I don't have it anymore. I had it yesterday. What the hell? It's a scam. Getting scammed, chat. I don't understand why we're still here. Do this, transmute. I'm now gonna get some tracker value. Feels bad, man. I am gonna have, however, some they are dead value, so that's, man. If you're going to somehow not get tracker value, having some they are actually legit just dead value is pretty solid. We even get to draw a card. Sweet. Kill you. Fetch. Forest. I said kill you. Alright, front one. Can hear because I'm sitting down. I know. Sitting down and hearing. Only for those out there that I'm very, very good at the whole multitasking thing. That was not half bad, actually. That was pretty solid. Alright. That was cool. That was cool. Grazer wasn't particularly like incredible, but the cold curve thing was not bad. 1 drops. Let's rename that real quick. Let me revisit the amount of green sources that we have on turn 1. Eleven untapped green sources. Do I think I'm gonna tier 1? No. What do I think are the tier 1 decks at the moment? Prowess, probably the blue-red one, Eldrazi Tron, and those are the ones. I guess red-green. Gruul seems like it's pretty good. But whenever I say that Gruul is pretty good, I'm always biased because I just lose to it all the time. So maybe it's not as good as I think it is because, you know, other people maybe are not losing to Gruul, but I think it's going to be pretty good. What about Blue-Green X Control? I think it's very good, but I don't think that people have figured out the correct way to build it just yet. You have multiple colors of the mom set. That's so sick, Magus. I'm so jealous. I am so jealous. Alright, so... is low tier 1 at worst? Yeah. I agree with that. I would definitely put green red in the near the top of the meta right now. I mean, we have 11 turn 1 sources that are green. Then we have some extra colorless one. We have 3 more colorless ones, so that's 14 turn 1 sources. So we have 14 ways of playing turn 1 AmuLIT, and we have 11 ways to play turn 1 Stacy or Grazer. I kind of would like to have 1 more, but I don't want to cut castles, because castle is kind of like the whole point, right? Like the whole reason for playing all of these 1-drops is because we want to maximize on castle on turn 3. But yeah, maybe cut Bog. Nah. And second field has been kind of nice too. Yeah, I'm gonna play another league and then we're gonna see if I want to make any changes. But yeah, thank you for watching. Hope you check out the next video and don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you later. Bye bye.